Hey, good morning. Happy Monday, everyone. Good morning, good morning, good morning. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? We back in this building. Well, I've been in the building. Anywho, good morning. Happy Monday, guys. Thank y'all for being patient because y'all know how Mondays are for me. Y'all know how Mondays are, honey. I got to wake up. I got to be on calls. I got to, okay, because we got to multitask. But we're here. Thank you guys for being here nevertheless. Yeah, so let's go ahead and say hello to everyone and good morning like we always do. Good morning. I see you guys are piling in here so far. Sweet Essence is first. Good morning, ma'am. Mary Giles is here. Good morning to Angela Kelly. Good morning, Audrey Williams. Carla Burrell. Good morning, Living with Purpose. Good morning, Vanessa Jones in the house. Chicago in the house. Hey, good morning. Rose Armstead, my backup mod, is in the building. Thanks for being here. Leslie Salmon is here. Lana Thomas is here. Deborah Johnson is here. Dolores Campbell is here. Betty Brockington is here. Woman Within is in the building. Shirley Terry, thanks for being here. Shirley McCrary is here. Rosalind Davis is here. Reba 0616 is in the building. Erica Rogers is here. Isabel Collins, thanks for being here. Greatness Love is in the building. Siobhan Foster is here. Lori Eden is present, honey. Artra Palmer is here. Kim Jones is here. Girl, what's the T is in the building. What's up? What's up? Hi, Cheryl. Hi. Shelby Rogers. I'm about to say Cheryl. Shelby Rogers. Thanks for being here. Okay. And the list goes on. Everyone coming in. Thank you guys for being here. Good morning and all of that. Okay. Thank you. Let's get into our show because we do have one. Yes, we do. All right. Yeah. Where I want to start? Yeah, no, I don't want you. Y'all bear with me. Golly, and I hope I didn't pull too many topics, child, because listen. Okay, yeah. All right, let's start with him. All right, honey, let's get into the show. All right, so Dr. Dre, honey. Dr. Dre is on the list of things to talk about, honey, this morning because his violent ass is out here threatening a psychiatrist, like of all people. Oh, my God. I see your big steak is in the building. DC Covington M is here. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being here and thanks for being here. All right, everybody. And some of y'all in the bushes because I know the nosy was child. But thank y'all for all being here. All right, because you're still a view. So a psychiatrist is suing Dr. Dre guys for $10 million in a civil harassment case and says that he has to wear a bulletproof vest, child, to feel safe following alleged threatening text. Okay, this is crazy. Let's get into what Dr. Dre. Hold on. Oh, it says video has no sound. Duh. All right, so let's go ahead and read. Dr. Dre is facing a $10 million lawsuit in a civil harassment case where a psychiatrist claims that he was threatened. It said the court documents reviewed by Radar Online, shout out to them, shout out to It's On Site, show that Dr. Charles Sophie presented several alleged text messages between him and Dr. Dre. All right, so one reported text showed Dr. Dre telling the doctor, hey, doc, of whatever the F you're pretending to be. Oh, child, says that, know this, I'm not going anywhere until you explain to me why you tried to talk and redacted. Says into, talk shit, rather, into saying negative things about me to the media. You're a piece of ish, okay? Says that while another text read, blank told me something disturbing that you're going to have to pay for that. That's a threat. Ooh, that's our threat. How he gonna pay for it? It ain't no money. It sounds like some hands gonna be involved. It said that or something else. So the doctor said, honey, that the mega producer accused him of enabling someone to discredit and publicly trash him. Okay, says that Dr. Sophie's attorneys informed the judge, given Dr. Dre's status as a powerful and influential Hollywood figure and his public and well-documented history of violence and abuse. Says that Charles reasonably believed that Dre was capable of carrying out his threats and causing physical harm, violence, or unaliving, okay, to Charles. It says that Dre's alleged actions influenced him to take cautious measures, such as wearing a bulletproof vest for safety purposes. Child, because you know Dre is from the streets, baby. All right, so as a result of the incident, Dre's unlawful conduct and the numerous harassing text messages by Dr. Dre, said that I have been forced to resort to extremely security measures out of fear for his life. Said that such drastic measures included, but not limited to, installing robust security cameras at my residence, hiring private security to protect my home and physical safety at all times, and even wearing a bulletproof cap. Wow. And vest upon leaving my home for fear of being pow-powed by Dre and his associates. It says, I am afraid to leave my home and I am constantly looking over my shoulder, according to what this doctor said. Now, all because he said something, you're threatening this man's life to where he has to wear a bulletproof vest, bulletproof cap. I didn't know they had that shit out. Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot. Now, y'all know Dr. Dre does have ties to the streets, okay? If you didn't know, now you know. Yeah. And we know that he does have the potential to be violent. Ask Michelle A. She made a whole song about it, child. Something in my heart. Okay, yeah. Something in my heart got me stuck on you. Yeah, that song was about Dr. Dre and his abusive ways. All right. If you guys watched the movie, and if you heard Michelle A. talk about it in several interviews where he used to put hands on her, like she's had black eyes and busted lips and all those types of things. Whenever he got mad with her, he felt like he could put his hands on her. And yeah, that was not it. So we know he does have the potential to be violent. I mean, shit, look at what he named his headphones. Beats. Beats by Dre. Yeah, yeah, we get it. Okay, like we get it, Dre. We get it. On this shit all the time. Damn, he probably sleep like this. Motherfucker sleep like this with his shit up like this. Ready to pound on somebody. Damn. Like, stop being so damn. It's a psychiatrist. Like, maybe you need to go to the same psychiatrist, see why the fuck you so violent. Like, damn, who fight that much? It's weird. Moving on. All right, so Kenya Moore, honey. Let's get into some Kenya Moore, Real Housewives of Atlanta drama and tea. Oh, Lord. Good morning, y'all. See, I didn't know that either, Real. I didn't know they had no bulletproof cap out here, child. They doing the most. Okay. All right, so Kenya Moore, child, is still fighting with Britt Eady. Y'all know who Britt Eady is. Britt Eady is the female the new cast member who's on Real Housewives of Atlanta, the one where Kenya Moore showed all of these questionable pictures where she was on OnlyFans or whatever, where she was spreading it and busting it wide open over there. And Kenya kind of got like a little suspension from the show, but as you guys know, you guys see her back on there now. But I think you're not going to see her after said episode airs where she's putting those big pictures up of Britt Eady because she suffers this huge suspension from the show. So Kenya has this to say. She says, being the longest standing Real Housewives of Atlanta member threatened with whips and pistols by a newcomer 3 weeks into filming. She says, see this obsession play out is scary. I wanted protection and assurance that the threats would be taken seriously. She says that I may be strong, but I'm not bulletproof. But then you shouldn't be doing shit though, Kenya. That's the problem I have with Kenya. And I know I got some Kenya fans in my chat. Like, stop doing shit and initiating stuff and then act surprised when somebody be like on the gang. Just cause she's a pretty girl, no homo. But Britt Eady is about that life, obviously, child. She's talking about whips and pistols and shit like that. Like, hey, she's like, keep your fucking name out your mouth or else. That's what it's giving. Now you're running scared and running to social media like, so look, this is what she's saying that she's going to do. Everybody ain't about talking. See, Kenya is a cute bully. Let's say it that way. All right. No homo. Kenya is a cute bully where she's initiating and poking pride and poke the bed. See, that's what you did. You did the same shit to Portia at the reunion with that damn bullhorn until she snatched your ass up. And then she shouldn't be on the show. She's violent. Well, why was she that way? Why? Because you kept doing this shit in the bullhorn in her face. Like, Portia was sitting here, a person in between, but you leaning in her face, yelling obscenities in her face. So she shouldn't get up and snatch. I'm not promoting violence, but she shouldn't snatch you up and let you know, stop playing in my damn face, literally. You can put pictures up of Britt Eady, like very personal pictures up in a very public setting to embarrass this person, and she should not take some type of action towards you. So you're looking for sympathy from social media for a situation you initiated. It's the manipulation for me. We see it all the time. I'll give you a perfect example. Black Titanic did a video yesterday. Was it yesterday? Mentioned a whole bunch of people's name, and I heard my name. Somebody sent it to me. I was like, excuse me? Saying that I was laughing at her daughter. I don't know your daughter. Don't care to know your daughter. I'm not in it. Because I was on a panel of women who were trying to come together without being drama, having drama. People were ironing out their differences. Matter of fact, I went off camera because I was multitasking, doing something else. I was there. But it was said that someone was laughing at her daughter maybe passing away. I don't even know the situation because I don't even be in people's business like that. But I heard my name to say, and Caramel Rail. No, it's not Caramel Rail. That's called defamation. Let me just go ahead and say that now. Never have I ever or will I ever laugh at someone's or anyone passing away. I may not like you, but when it comes to death, that's a serious situation. I would never go there. So I just want to go ahead and address that while we even talking about this manipulation bullshit. Just because a person cries does not mean that they're telling the truth. This lady cried and everything. They kept mentioning my name. And I was like, excuse me? When did you hear that? I mean, it was avatars up there. I don't know if you didn't see the avatar blinking with my name on it because my shit won't move when that conversation was taking place, which means I wasn't talking. I was mute for most of the damn live because I was doing something else. So to say that I was involved in speaking of your child, daughter, whoever it was, let me go ahead and say that. And I don't know nobody in my chat or in my comments talking about you picking on an old lady. No, I'm clearing my name because I'm tired of shit being thrown out there to say that I was involved with or I said something. No, just because I'm cordial with someone, I'm not in a group with someone. I'm saying it again, just because I'm cordial and choose to be cordial with someone versus fighting with someone does not mean that I'm linked in a group of people. So when a person mentions Tay Talk, shout out to her. When a person mentions Empress Radio, it doesn't mean that my name should follow if there's some bullshit. Because 9 times out of 10, I'm not giving a fuck about what's going on and I'm not in it. So I'm going to go ahead and clear that up. Because it's always a pattern of names that follow when it comes to certain lies. And I know y'all heard it. Thank you. Girl, what's the tea? Says she watched the replay. She did not even hear me say anything about her. And I didn't. That's defamation. I screen recorded it just in case the shit happens again. I may have to take some legal action myself because I'm getting sick of it. Period. Don't come over here talking about you coming for an old lady. That's not. No, I'm not harassing her. I am putting out a disclaimer right now to say, stop mentioning my name. If Tay Talk do something, that does not mean Caramel Rail is involved because I choose to be cordial with Tay Talk. If Empress Radio do a video and snap off on somebody's ass on YouTube, it doesn't mean that Caramel Rail is also behind the scenes involved. That's what she chose to do. We're all grown ass women. I have my own mind. I go where the fuck I want to go on YouTube when I choose to, which most of the time I'm off. I do my videos, I get off. Very rarely do I go and not really, but do I be on other people's stuff starting shit? Y'all don't see it. And those of you that be in my chat, you know I'm telling the truth. I see several of you in my chat that's co-signing what I'm saying. So Black Titanic, respectfully, okay, you don't have to like me and that's fine. I'm not here for everyone. For those of you that rock with me, great. For those of you that don't, at the end of the day, don't add my name. And I'm going to have to clap on it when I say it because this shit is getting... I've already heard somebody saying somebody put a hit out on somebody. That was a lie. And then the video got edited because people were talking about legalities attached to it. Don't put out lies about people, egregious lies. That was a whole lie to say I laughed at your daughter who's passing away and that I was coming for you and that I said something about you. I never mentioned you ever. Go back and look at the video. Go back and look clearly at all the avatars that was there. And if you look at my avatar, you did not see my avatar doing this when said conversation took place, which means I was mute as a motherfucker. So let's not do that. Again, just because a person cries when they lie, it don't make it the truth. Let's move on. I ain't even gonna address this shit no more. Oof. Let me wet my whistle. And pour some out for the homies. Just a drip. Boom. that means that situation is dead to me. When I poured it out for the homies, that situation dead. I ain't even bringing it up. I ain't talking about it no more. Don't send me shit. I don't care about a reply. I said what I said. I'm done with it. Let's move on. Okay. Yeah. But in this situation here with Kenya Moore, in this situation with Kenya Moore, this was very effed up. I think Kenya, I was really praying that once she had her baby that she would change a little bit more. But Kenya, you have to learn to take accountability, sis, and stop promoting and or initiating things and then coming back and acting like you don't know how the situation started or why a person is snapping off on you the way that they do when you are doing shit. Like, stop it, girl. All right, let's continue. All right, so someone who is not even relevant no more because they're not even on TV anymore decided to take up for Kenya Moore in the BS. Maybe because she's an OG on the show. Candace Dillard. Y'all know Candace left Real Housewives of Potomac because she had a baby. All right, so let's get into this. Shout out to the girls of fighting because that's where we're looking at it. Let's let that come up. I see y'all putting it in the chat. Thank y'all. Y'all know I usually don't even, I don't. People have said things about me for 2 years and I never addressed it. But it comes a time when you got to say something. You got to say something. At the end of the day, the bullshit has to stop. Okay. I'm not a problematic person. I don't argue with people. That's not my thing. I'm never going to do a back and forth with nobody. You're never going to see a video of me disparaging another content creator because I see that person as my peer. Like they said last night, my coworker. That's not my thing to do. Okay. If you have a problem with me, fine. Real women hit you up in the DM and say, hey, let's talk. I don't need to come on here and do a video and cuss somebody out just to get my point across. Like, for real. There are ways to handle things professional. I'm a professional woman, regardless. I get on here and I talk my shit, but I'm a professional woman. I have a business, which I will not put on here because you have hating ass people who try to go ahead of you and stop things, but you could never stop what God started. Okay. You can press stop all you want, but God got me on green, and that's just on period. The mess needs to stop. I'm so tired of all the fighting of people making up lies about people and just keeping shit up. YouTube should be a fun place to be and go and grow. And I mean, it's so many avenues and ways that you can go. And I just be looking like, damn, people are really missing the opportunity in trying to fight all the time. It's really not about that. Y'all don't see me in no mess. Do y'all see me in mess? Put a 1 in the chat if y'all see me in mess. For real, I just be sitting over here like, how I get in this? How my name get in this? I be like, this is fucking crazy, yo. This is YouTube. I told y'all before, I don't take this shit literal. I don't take it serious. I be over here on my mess. I be over here on my content. Y'all come over here, you get content. Do y'all ever see me cussing out somebody else? Do y'all see me coming for content creators? Do you guys see me doing that? I don't do that, baby. I don't do that. No. I wake up, I do my content, I be about my bag, and I get out of here. If somebody say, hey, Rail, I'm doing a panel. Okay, what's the panel about? That's the first question, because I don't want to be connected to something that's going to be negative, because that's my, Caramel Rail. This is who I am. All right. And that's the way it's going to be. When you come over here, it's strictly content. I don't have a desire to go back and forth with nobody, like, for real. I can. We hood over here. I can do it, but I just don't. Brooklyn all day said 1. So you saw me in some mess with somebody? Okay, I would love to see the timestamp, and I would love to know which video you saw that. Did you see me do a video with someone? Just because someone mentions my name does not mean that I'm in something. See, that's why people got to do their homework and research. Homework and research. That's, people don't like doing homework. That's the thing about homework. People don't like to do it. So when you're so quick to believe something that someone say versus doing your research, the word ignorant, and I'm not calling anybody ignorant, but the word ignorance is attached to that. Okay, it's lazy. Okay, it's a lazy person to just listen to what somebody say and don't do your research on it. I don't do that. If somebody says something, say, hey, Cameron, such and such said this about me. Okay, send me the video. Let me hear it for myself. instead of me hopping on here and just popping off on somebody. I'm not going to do that. Send me a video. Send me the timestamp. Send me, send me the receipt on that. I like receipts. Y'all know that. I show them all the time on my channel here. But let's move on with my show. This is just stupid as hell, y'all. This is dumb as hell. Like, for real. When I saw this shit, I was like, the fuck? But anyway, all right. So shout out to the girls are fighting. As you guys can see. And mods, if we got any smart asses, because I don't really feel like it today. I'm kind of getting a little irritated. Mods, if we got any smart asses in my chat today, just go ahead and exit their ass up out of here. Because I really don't want to snap off on nobody in my chat today, okay? I done prayed this morning. I'm in a great frame of mind, but I'm not above it. Y'all know I'm saved sometime half of the day, all right? And what time is it? 8:48. I'm saved up until 8:50, because if somebody say something crazy in my chat today, I might have to snap off on the bitch today. And I'm sorry. I'm sorry, okay? I'm trying to be corporate real. But somebody gonna get hood real if they start some shit this morning, I promise. All right, so the girls are fighting. Candace Dillard is now taking up for Kenya Moore. So Candace says, and she's from Real Housewives of Potomac. I promise. All right, so they always want to try and humble you when you're smarter than them, and they're show ponies. Girl, not show ponies. Said that Kenya deserves better. That's all I'm going to say about that. See, once again, you need to be home, child. Worried about, see, you decide to leave TV. Candace, I like Candace this much. Okay, I like Candace this much. Candace is a reader as well, but I feel like you have to look at the situation across the board, because Kenya was wrong for what she did to Britt Edie. Now, granted, the way Britt Edie responded, you cannot control a person's response whenever they come back after you do something to them, and that's what I see here. Candace, you like to play victim too, because you did it. You did the same thing with Monique. Then when Monique snatched your ass up, then you was, oh my God, why did she do that? Because you were doing stuff. You were putting your hands over there in her face, and y'all know how it is. And then Candace played victim when Monique snatched her up. And then she tried to do the whole, I don't think she should be here. I want to file a restraining order because she's dangerous to be around. But if you knew that prior, then why do this to the bear? You got some bear pokers. Kenya is a bear poker, and so is Candace. And her response in terms of taking up for Kenya in this situation further lets me know, girl, no, you are a bear poker. So bear pokers should definitely not be on that. If you knew she was a dangerous person, you shouldn't have initiated the shit, for real. So let's get into what Britt Edie has to say, because we got to hear from all three sides. There's always three sides to a story, right? Let's get into it. Ooh, Lord. Take the street out of me, Lord. Take it out. I mean, that's my prayer. Take the street out of me, Lord. Golly. Ooh, Lord. Take it out of me. All right. So Britt Edie responds by saying, it's never a good feeling being targeted or hazed, girl, not hazed, by someone that I thought would embrace me into a new circle that I never met. She goes on to say that, for the record, I've never once had possession of any weapons or threatened anyone ever. She says that I've never, ever been to jail in a fight, or even had as much as a speeding ticket. I'm sorry, it's my special ticket, a speeding ticket. That's not in my character. She says that I am hurt by the narrative that's being displayed and what is wrong. And wrong is wrong, rather. Okay, so she said wrong is wrong. So Kenya, is that a lie, girl? Did you see a weapon? Did she threaten you with a weapon? You saying a whip? Like, where's she gonna get? Well, I don't know, child. She's on OnlyFans. She might have a whip. But do you have pictures of this? Do you have a video of this girl saying that she's gonna have a weapon on you and have a whole whip? I mean, what? You can't just throw that out there and not have proof, because she's saying that never even happened. Okay, let me come. All right, so let's listen to this. Shout out to Real Housewives of Atlanta. Let's go.
On this side, so I can be aware of my surroundings.
What's up, baby?
Oh my God.
Hold on for a second.
All right. No, we're not done. We're still catching this moment. Okay, because it's a vibe. It's a vibe. Hold on. Let me find my husband first.
I have so many things, though. This is a lot.
I still got my pistol, so I'm good.
Girl, Kenny's here. We ain't worried. Okay, can I put this in the car? What are we doing?
I don't know.
I was almost. I knew I should have just went. Okay, thank you. You ready? Yeah. I just want to put this down.
Comfortable with you. Somebody find my husband. Where you at, baby?
Can I put mine here? I don't think my car is here.
You know? Okay, well, you want to get in?
Yeah.
Okay, baby, I'm ready. I had to let that bitch know. Don't play with me, bitch. She's good. Everything's fine. Everything's cool. Everything's good. Kenya, hello, ditzy ass. Like, bitch, play that shit in front of the cameras. Don't play that with me. I don't play them games. Wait, let me come.
China, I heard somebody say something about a pistol in that night. Britt Edie, you said, I don't even own it, but I'll pop out. Girl, you just said it right here. Now I gotta backtrack a little bit. Kenya, you were right on that part. I ain't here saying nothing about no whip, though. I think you added that in there. Okay, for a little cherry on the top. But I did hear her. Y'all heard it? Y'all heard her say something about a pistol, okay? Where my pistol at, girl? Girl, ain't nothing wrong with owning a pistol. I mean, as long as it's legal. Okay, I ain't on that type of stuff. Don't be carrying dirty out here, girl. But yeah, Kenya, you kind of provoked it at the end of the day, and now you out there. Where's my car, girl? You need to get in your car and stop starting shit, okay? Period. Britt Edie sound like she about that life a little bit. All right, don't she say don't let the cute face fool you, honey, because we will snap off in this bitch. All right.
Black girl magic. I don't play them games. I got whip, pistols, everything.
Well, hot diggity damn, you did say it, girl. You said on camera you got whips and pistols and everything. So was that directed at Kenya? Girl, I was trying to ride for you a little bit.
Play that shit in front of them camera. Don't play that with me.
Ooh, girl.
They need to come take this shit off. I'm not playing with her. Do all that fake Hollywood shit. No, this is real life. This is real life. This is real life. I don't play them type of games. You're going to be respectful. No peasants. You're going to be respectful around here. And if you don't know, you're going to learn today. Today is the day you're going to learn.
Damn.
No, these bitches, I don't play these games.
Kenya, you riding with us? Oh, you going now? Yeah. Oh, sure.
Girl, you better go now. You ain't just hear what she said? About to get your damn lace front toe off again.
Sit in the back. You can drive me. I'm Miss Daisy. I got you, honey.
She's just one of those type of people where she wants to keep poking and being dismissive, being manipulative.
Where you got thongs back here?
Where you see a thong? What? Thong. Yeah, she said thong.
Well, look like Britt Edie for the win, honey. Ken, you should have been the first one in the car, baby, after hearing that. Whips and pistols out here, girl. You should have been the first one. You should have jumped your ass in the trunk. Maybe in the trunk, yeah, because you have a little bit more. She can't get to your ass in the trunk. Jump in the trunk and tell Portia ass to peel out. And then y'all get to where you got to go and then get out and get in your car. But girl, you might want to leave Britt Edie alone. Abort mission on Britt Edie because Britt Edie is gang out here. All right. Ooh, girl. We ain't got to play no more. We already saw it. Oh, my God. Yeah, and I got to go back and watch the episode because that's why I'm all shocked because I haven't watched Real Housewives of Atlanta's new episode yet, child. So I got to catch up, honey. I got to catch up because I had to watch Raising Kanan and all this other stuff that's coming on my DVR. Is full of shit that I got to finish watching. But, oh, my God. So Britt Edie did say that to her. But, Kenya, with all due respect, I feel like you did initiate this situation by, first of all, talking shit. You ain't got the hands and mouth supposed to match. But at the end of the day, you be initiating stuff and then acting surprised when you get that reaction. And it cannot be that way. Okay, let's continue though. Moving on. All right, so Ralph, child, with his ignorant ass, he get on my nerves. Ralph is out here throwing out the new girl, Kelly Farrell from Real Housewives of Atlanta. He's throwing out there that Kelly had her husband arrested. So, of course, you know, Ralph is standing in the basement over there at him and Drew's house, child, after the courts told his ass to stay down in the basement while he refused to leave the house. Talking about he want to be there with his kids and he ain't going to allow Drew to keep him from his kids and he don't want to have to see his kids every other week or so. So he out here acting like Martell Holt and he refused to leave the house. So he is living in the basement of the house where he and Drew share with their children. So he's down there, child, on his little cooking in the basement with Ralph segment. And he is down there talking about a whole Real Housewives of Atlanta castmate. If that ain't a bitch move, I don't know what it is. Because why are you talking about another female? Why are you just pressed about another female? Like, cook your damn dinner and go sit down in your damn basement. Like, that is just, ugh. Let's get into him, child. Let's share. He got on my nerves. Ralph and Martell, I swear, got to be the same person. Reincarnated. For real. Let's make it big because I like big. All right. We like the big. Okay. Not not Chad Ochocinco, though. Not that big. Okay. Let's get into it.
I'm happy, but it took some work. It took a lot of work and some time in order for me to get to this particular place to where I can actually regain this newfound peace.
Lord.
You know, and that's a real key word, right? Because when you're going through, and I'm gonna say it feels like you're going through hell, right? Everything, your world is rocked. How do you get to a place and create an environment of peace when you pretty much are at rock bottom or you find yourself in the basement, you know? How can you go and put a smile on your face? Man, there's so many men that I meet today that are upset. Matter of fact, interesting enough, I just had the unique opportunity to run into Kelly's husband. And he told me how he ended up going and getting put in jail by Kelly. So I'm blessed to be able to be in my basement right now, you know what I'm saying? And to be able to have my kids here and not have to deal with certain challenges and things of that nature. Because yeah, when you're going through this situation, it's war. But the longer you're in it, you got to find this peace to where it's not a hostile environment so that.
Nigga, how you always talking about peace when you causing issues? Like, why don't you move out this lady house and stop taunting her and spying on her? The only reason he didn't want to move out of that damn basement because he wanted to stalk and taunt Drew. Now you're talking about this lady here who was a cast member talking about, oh yeah, by the way, her husband told me that he had her locked up. Well, there might have been a reason why she had his ass locked up. If he did something, your ass need to be locked up for all the stuff that you done and continue to do to Drew. Keep talking for you be next, Ralph. This nigga is, I'm telling y'all, he is just like Martell. He is just like Martell. Now I'm hearing that he's trying to get Martell to film a segment on Real Housewives of Atlanta with him for some type of guys trip or something. So now he's asking Martell to come over there, child, because he ain't doing nothing else anyway. He ain't got nothing else going on anyway. Like, nigga, finish scrambling your eggs and go sit down and shut up. Ugh. Yeah, you know, Kelly had her. Matter of fact, Kelly's husband was telling me the other day that, you know, Kelly had him locked up for something. Well, his ass need to be locked up, okay? And so do you. He irritates my soul. All right, another person who irritates my soul, honey, let's continue. Damn Trump. And I know y'all don't want to hear about his ass, but this is a must talk about right here. I said, I know you lying. I know you lying. When y'all see the topic, honey, y'all gonna be like, excuse me? No. Nigga, we don't want you in there this term. So it says Donald Trump, honey, says that he said, I'm not joking about a third presidential term, and claims that there are methods to secure a third election, child, despite legal restrictions in the Constitution. I know you lying. I know you lying. We didn't want you in there on the first term. We damn sure didn't want you in there on the second term. And we damn sure ain't trying to see you there for a third term. So he is trying to find a loophole in order to stay in office. Do y'all see this? Trump is trying, I ain't saying President Trump, because you ain't my president. Obama's my president. But Trump is looking for a loophole in order to be in office for a third term. This shit is dangerous, y'all. This is the devil in disguise. You hear me? Oh my God. Let's get into the news portion, baby, because I'm lost for words.
Joins me now from D.C. to talk a little bit more about this. Jay, let's start with the president's comments about this third term. Presidential term limits are part of the Constitution, very clear part. There are ways for the president to get around this. Are there ways, I should say? And why is he planting the seed now?
Well, he was asked about it in that phone interview with NBC, Phil, and here's exactly what he said that's generating the most headlines. He said, quote, there are methods which you could do it, referring to being president for more than 2 terms, despite the fact that the Constitution prohibits that. And then he's asked if there's this one scenario where J.D. Vance could run as this kind of shadow candidate for Trump and then throw the power to him. Trump said that's a possibility, but there are, quote unquote, others too. And as you say, Phil, he said he's quote, not joking about it. It's unclear if this.
ABC News correspondent Jay O'Brien joins me now from
This is something the White House has really fully thought out. Trump was asked if he had been presented with plans by advisors to this effect, and he sidesteps that question, and instead he only responds with, as I said earlier, there are methods with which you could do it. And then he said his poll numbers are strong and people are asking him to do it. But the reality here is, Phil, the Constitution is clear. You can be elected to the presidency twice. That's it. Full stop. You would have to, in theory, amend the Constitution to allow this to happen, and it doesn't look like there's any kind of support, even from Republicans I talked to in Congress, to really fully do that. This is something the White House
and President Trump.
Your ass is out of there, cuz. Okay, yeah. So this nigga trying to rewrite the Constitution so he can be in office a third term. This is some crazy bullish.
I'm a firm believer that President Trump will run and win again in 2028. So I've already endorsed President Trump. A man like this comes along once every century if we're lucky. We've got him now. He's on fire, and I'm a huge supporter. Want to see him again in 2028.
And obviously, anybody who doesn't like what you say, but judges it as a function of a lack of intelligence, doesn't know anything about you. I don't make that mistake. You're a smart guy. Oh, you know he's term limited. How do you think he gets another term?
We're working on it. I think we'll have a couple of alternatives. Let's say that. We'll see. We'll see what the definition. We'll see what the definition of term. We'll see what the definition of term limit is.
All right. Well, so you're talking about litigating this issue.
And President Trump, I'm a firm believer that President.
This is crazy. This is some crazy shit. So the Representative Andy Ogles proposes constitutional amendment to give Donald Trump a third term. I feel like he got in there on this term on some bullshit. I said it before and I'm going to say it again. Do I feel like he won this thing fair and square? I do not. I feel like he was able to pull some strings illegally because we already know he's on some fraud shit. The nigga is a whole felon out here. The president is a felon. The nigga got a mugshot. So do I feel like he would not go and leaps and bounds to do some illegal ish, allegedly, hypothetically, maybe, in order to be in office again? He's already trying to do it to rewrite the damn Constitution or amend the Constitution so that he can have his way. Soon as you get in office, you're already talking about a war. We trying to get eggs down, bitch, and you trying to have a war. That's going to make everything go up, including our fucking blood pressure. The hell? Oh, Lord, what times are we living in? Let's get into this.
Republican Congressman Andy Ogles has introduced a House resolution to allow president to be elected to a third term. The resolution would require the amending of the 22nd Amendment of the Constitution. In a statement, Ogles said the amendment would, quote, allow President Trump to serve 3 terms, ensuring that we can sustain the bold leadership our nation so desperately needs. The proposal will now go to a House committee. Tennessee Republican Congressman.
Damn it, if he getting a third term, they better rewind that bitch back and put Obama back in office. All right, I'm in that shit. How about that? Obama need to get a third term. How about that? In my Evelyn Braxton voice. How about that? Okay. Put Obama back in there. Let's start there. If they're going to give any president a third term, Obama should do it. Okay. Yeah. Let's start there. And if Trump, you want to run again for a third term after that, it is what a motherfucking is. But at least we get Obama, which I feel like has been the best president thus far up in there anyway. I mean, the nigga was giving out phones and everything. Wanda got one. Even though the shit sound like a helicopter when you want it, you got it. Okay? You want a phone like, but you got a phone though. You got a free phone. Okay? But yeah, who else gonna do that? Who else gonna give you Obama plan out here? We ain't heard about no Trump plan. Who out here giving medical and dental and whatnot? Trump ain't doing no shit like that. Obama did it because he understands the needs of the people. He's about the people. Trump is about himself. He want to be in office for his own self-gratification to create wars and rumors of wars and all of that. Obama want about that. You want about that. You want about that. So you got to be about people. You got to be about the needs of the people. See, Trump is about destroying everything. All the people that voted for him, the Latino community, he's destroying the Latino community and getting them out of here in droves. These are the same people that came to your rallies, clapped for you, did this shit here for you, fist pump for you, and voted for you. And what's the first thing you did when you got in office? Got them the hell out of here. Hello? What kind of shit is that? What kind of stuff is that? Oh my God. All right, so Republican against Trump says that here we go. Republican Congressman Andy Ogles has drafted a constitutional amendment to allow Donald Trump to be president for a third term. This person is not feeling it, and neither am I. Neither am I. Look at this. 119th Congress first session says that in the House of Representatives, this is a joint resolution. They're trying to put something together. Illegal. I feel like this is illegal. Something needs to be. Where's Jasmine Crockett? Where you at, baby? This way we need you right here. We need Jasmine Crockett on the scene right here with this baby, because this is not giving what needs to be given. Oh my God. Let me read a little bit of this. Resolved by the Senate and House of Representatives of the United States of America in Congress, assembled 2/3 of each house, concurring therein, that the following article is proposed as an amendment to the Constitution of the United States, which shall be valid to all intents and purposes as part of the Constitution when ratified by the legislators of 3/4 of several states within 7 years after the date of its submission for ratification. Okay, it says that no person shall be elected to the office of the president more than 3 times, nor be elected to any additional term after being elected the 2 consecutive terms, and no person who has held the office of president or acted as president more than 2 years of a term to which some other person was elected president shall be elected to the office of the president more than twice. Boom. There you go. It says it right there. You cannot run more than twice. So now they're trying to edit some shit in there and take that 2 out and put 3. Nah. We're not here for that. Get your ass in there and go on to do this little term and get the fuck out of here. And we don't ever want to see you or that fucking comb over no more. I'm sick of his ass. And we just in March. His ass just got in the chair. And I'm ready for his ass to go. Period. I don't talk about him no more, child, because he's gonna have me here cussing. And I'm trying to stay saved, Lord. Let me get back to you, Lord. All right. I'm saved again. Hallelujah. Oh, girl, Trump about took me there, Lord. He about took my salvation out of me, Lord. All right, so let's get into Kanye West with his crazy ass. Lord, the nigga need to sleep with a Prozac in his mouth. When I tell you the nigga is crazy, Lord. Okay, Kanye West, Kanye. That's what George Bush called him that. Okay, Kanye West to Kanye. I was like, who was that? I ain't never heard of him. When I heard that, I was like, excuse me, who is Kanye? I heard of Kanye. See, that's why people in these old white presidents try to get in there and be trying to talk that hood shit. They don't be knowing the hell he talking about. Bush got up there. So this message is to Kanye. Like, Kanye? Yeah, no, it's gonna be Kanye. All right, I don't know about the Ye part. That shit was so funny, y'all. I was like, yeah, and I like a Baptist pastor, like, yeah. Y'all don't know about it, but Kanye, child, Kanye, or Ye, child, his mama called him Ye. Kanye, girl, West goes off on Jay-Z, Pusha T, John Legend. How John Legend get in there? We're just ordinary people. What he do? We don't know which way to go. What John Legend do? How John Legend get in this shit? Damn, he just cussing out random people that don't got shit to do with this situation. The nigga already wrong because he showed up, okay? He showed up in one of them damn Nazi outfits with the damn triangle hat and shit. I said, the fuck is this, Halloween early? Are we doing Halloween in March? Anybody tell me? Anybody tell me? Shit. You might tell me we were doing Halloween in March around here. This nigga showed up in a Nazi outfit with a triangle hat and the robe on. I was about to say, oh my God. Oh my God. This nigga rolled up on what's the dude name? DJ Academics up in here. And I know he was scared. Kanye ass walked up in there. I was like, what the hell going on? He is talking about he made a mistake, honey, getting Kim Kardashian pregnant. Now you might be right there. That part I kind of agree, okay? Because once you get with them Kardashians, baby, ain't no turning back, baby. You crazy after that. Maybe that's what it was, okay? Because y'all know that coochie is kryptonite over there, girl. Any time you sleep with a Kardashian, look at Lamar Odom out here. The nigga is batshit. Gone. You hear me? Kanye is gone. Never to return no more. Oh, child, let's get into this.
With this person after the first 2 months of being with her. But that wasn't God.
Again, this is director's cut, so I'm sorry.
He said this nigga wears hot ass sweaters in Barbados in August. That is a read. I'm sorry. I ain't even want to laugh at that. But Kanye, yeah. Oh God, let's continue. Can I take any more? Jesus.
But Ye saying Barbados is hilarious. I'm sorry. I gotta run that back. I'm sorry, John Legend, nothing against you, bro. I'm just saying. This is director's cut right here. Y'all gonna have the full footage. Y'all gonna do whatever with it. Ack will not be in it afterwards, other than me talking to him. But Barbados is hilarious.
Yeah. The comeback on this is gonna be crazy. Okay, I don't know. Like he talked about a lot of people. I was like, how John Legend with his hot ass sweater catch a stray in this? Like the nigga just be on the piano singing. What he do? He just be on the piano like this, singing or whatnot with his head back like that. What he do? I like John Legend sometimes. Oh my God. So now I got to show y'all because I don't even know why they blotted it out. Let me show it this way because I found it. So y'all can see Kanye crazy ass West with his ass up here looking like he ready to go trick-or-treating with this shit on. I said, what the hell? Kanye. Damn. He is crazy. All right, so here you go. Here you go, child.
Should never have ever gone. Look at John Legend. I ain't never do nothing wrong to that. Changed generations of his life. And they got all that hot sweater come up and just.
Well, what you got on? You ain't hot under there. I know your armpits is sweaty and musky under that hot ass robe. Like, nigga, did you pull up to this interview on a horse? Like, really? Kanye, really?
Wear sweaters and
just set us back 3,000 years with this shit on. Like, do you know what this outfit represented? I don't even give a hot balling damn if you put it on in black. Do you know what this shit symbolizes? What is wrong with him? Sir, no, sir. That's all the way left. That's wrong. I don't hit him more. He crazy. All right, let's get into Samaritan medicine shenanigans, child. Oh my God. All right, so Dr. Heavenly done solicited her daughter now to get up here and be talking and responding to Dr. Contessa when she was saying that it was a bad idea for Heavenly to open that. Y'all remember Heavenly opened that beauty supply store? Y'all remember that? It was only open for like 24 hours, seemed like, because the bitch won't open long. But they were saying that it was pretty much a bad idea for her to open that. It was something that she said, a business she said she opened for she and her daughter. But it didn't say open long, but according to Heavenly Child, she made a lot of money from it. She was saying 10K, I think she said a week, month, something like that. Anyway, we're gonna see. But her daughter with her slick ass mouth, and this is what I don't like. This is what I don't like, even though her daughter might be what, like 17, 18. This is what I don't like. Heavenly, if you're having a disagreement with one of your cast members, don't bring your child, okay, Alora, or whatever her name is, Alara, into an adult conversation and or situation. See, that's between you and Contessa. Now you done brought your child. Now you're going to open the door for Contessa to have to up and read your daughter because she's saying some little slick shit too. Your daughter talk crazy to you and you don't check it. And that's why her little grown ass feel like she can get in videos with you and talk to another grown adult. That conversation should have been between you and Contessa. And if your daughter spoke up and said something about it, I'm old school. You don't have your child in the middle of nothing. If I got a problem with an adult, my son can't say shit to them. You know why? You a child, stay in a child's place. That's how I was raised. You heavily allowed her daughter, Alora, to be on national television on Real Housewives of Atlanta and speak out of turn. What is she, 20? Okay, still. You're an adult, but you're a child when it comes to this situation right here, because you don't get into two adult women's conversation if they got a problem with each other. Sit your ass down, go to school, whatever you doing, girl. Go comb your weave, climb a fucking tree, wash your car, vacuum the bitch out, go eat a fucking hot dog. I don't care. But this situation right here, you don't have nothing to do with. It's between Heavenly and Contessa. Heavenly, you wrong for soliciting your daughter to be in this damn video with you to come for Contessa. Okay, I'm gonna say it again. You're wrong. Let's get into it.
I want you to clarify, are you finishing school?
I'm finishing school, y'all. That's one thing y'all never have to worry about, baby. I'm gonna get my degree and y'all gonna call me Dr. Laura. Dr. Laura. Okay?
That's important to me because I feel like education is most important. I do.
That's important to me, but I feel like I could be doing a lot more outside of school, which is why, because a majority of my classes are online. That's basically why I'm taking the steps that I'm taking, because I could do a lot more with that free time.
So no, Dr. Contessa was not right because that store was profitable. We actually were in the Fortune magazine because it was a six-figure store. Together we did it. But in order to do the store, she had to be there. I had to be there. We had to run specials. We had to do TikToks every day. And, you know, honestly, I make good money in my office. So the 10 grand she was profiting a month, I make off of one patient. So it wasn't worth my time. I was investing in her. So no, it was not a failure. I mean, she learned a lot, but I was not interested in
10 grand for them big ass teeth that you be putting in people's mouth. Oh, okay.
Somebody wants you to clarify, are you finishing school?
I'm finishing school, y'all. That's one thing y'all never have to worry about, baby. I'm gonna get my degree and y'all gonna call me Dr. Laura. Dr. Laura. Okay?
That's important to me because I feel like education is most important. I do.
That's important to me, but I feel like I could be doing a lot more outside of school, which is why, because a majority of my classes are online. That's basically why I'm taking the steps that I'm taking, because I could do a lot more with that free time.
So no, Dr. Contessa was not.
Heavily raised. Oh shit. I'm sorry. Let's go back. I'm sorry. Let me refresh. All right. Heavenly trained this girl to be a smart ass like her. If y'all notice, when Alora was smaller on the show, Heavenly used to always think that was so cute when Alora would get smart with people and say little smart stuff. Girl, like the girl was like, "What 8? Girl, where you talking to Heavenly? Girl, where you going with them shoes on? Girl." I do not like little snappy ass, smart ass kids, like the grown ass kids. I don't like that. Especially little girl. Girl. Like she talked to Heavenly like she was like her equal. And Heavenly used to think that was slick. You know, Lord, let me tell you what the Lord told me today. Girl, no. Nice. So now we got Heavenly Part 2. That's what this shit is. Heavenly Part 2. The girl is, y'all say she's 20, honey, but she is a smart ass and she's going to be just like Heavenly. Watch what I tell y'all. Smart ass. Somebody going to snatch your ass up. All right.
Are you finishing school?
I'm finishing school, y'all. That's one thing y'all never have to worry about, baby. I'm gonna get my degree and y'all gonna call me Dr. Laura. Dr. Laura. Okay?
That's important to me because I feel like education is most important. I do.
That's important to me, but I feel like I could be doing a lot more outside of school, which is why, because a majority of my classes are online. That's basically why I'm taking the steps that I'm taking, because I could do a lot more with that free time.
So no, Dr. Contessa was not right because that store was profitable. We actually were in the Fortune magazine because it was a six-figure store. Together we did it. But in order to do the store, she had to be there. I had to be there. We had to run specials. We had to do TikToks every day. And, you know, honestly, I make good money in my office. So the 10 grand she was profiting a month, I make off of one patient. So it wasn't worth my time. I was investing in her. So no, it was not a failure. I mean, she learned a lot, but I was not interested. If somebody wants you to.
Okay. Say, yeah, it's not crazy. Yeah. I feel like this should have been a personal conversation between you and Contessa, and don't bring your daughter into it, okay? Because now you're opening the door for your daughter to feel like she can go up to Contessa when she see her and disrespect her. Yeah, no, it should not happen. Even though she is 20, that's not her battle to fight. That's between you and Contessa. That's your castmate. That's your co-worker. Like, never, ever should you put your child in it. If I get into it with one of my co-workers, my son don't get to come in, even though he about that life to my son be ready to snap off for mama. But never will I bring him in an adult conversation because it should not be had, okay? Anywho. And now I'm going to say this. I'm not a fan of Heavenly at all, but what I can say about her, and I'm going to try to say something nice about Heavenly. Her children are very much so focused on careers, okay? They're dentists. They are trying to be doctors. That I applaud. Because I love, and I tell y'all, y'all right here on my show, honey, I'm going to say something nice about Heavenly And I'm going to put Damon in there because he's their father. I do like the fact that they do stress education to their children for them to go further than just high school and do something with their lives in terms of being doctors. That's great. Her oldest son is a dentist, and she's training him at her place. Hopefully he don't be giving everybody else big ass teeth. But I love the fact that they're taking their education further to be somebody. But that smart ass mouth, we can do without it, girl. All right, let's stop sharing and move on. All right, so these two clowns, child, heavy on the clowns, Heavenly and Quad, they're hanging out, child, being messy as they always do. Let's go ahead and look at that. Mm-hmm. Child. Oh, Lord. Oh, both of these people irk me. Quad and Heavenly, child. I see why they friends, because they act the same. And that's why Heavenly was speaking up so much at the reunion for Quad. Like, shut your ass up. Quad got a whole mouth by herself, all right? If Quad is getting tore up at the reunion, why are you speaking up, Heavenly? Why are you jumping in? I don't like that whole double team bullshit that they were doing at the reunion, okay, for episode 1. I started watching episode 2 last night, and I fell asleep, so I got to go and finish it. But I don't like the gang up that they've been doing on this show with Sweet Tea. Like, you asked her to come on the show, so Quad asked him to come back on the show. Then when you get on the show, y'all do this double team bullshit. I don't know if it was planned. Maybe it was planned, because that's what it's given. Every time Sweet Tea says something to Quad, here come him. That's not fair. That's not right. Shut your ass up. Funky ass breath ass. A whole dentist with funky ass breath. Walk around with your damn breath smelling like you've been eating ass all motherfucking day. And I said it. One more of them. Shit. Let's go.
Hey, y'all. Married to Medicine. What time it come on?
No, we gotta let the people come in. Come on at 8 o'clock. No, come on at 9 o'clock.
Oh, it's 8:35.
Come on, 9 o'clock.
So the people watching Housewives of Atlanta, make sure y'all check out Housewives of Atlanta at 8.
Well, come on in there.
See, come on in.
Come on in. Come on in. Y'all got a whole plate.
Barbecue.
I came up here, ate up heavy food.
That's all right. That's all right. We
Got
like
a whole
to eat
plate
over
of food,
here.
child.
We like to eat.
Y'all a piece of chicken wing. Mm-hmm.
Hey.
Mm-hmm. Got a little sausage.
A lot of sauce. You like sausage, don't it? Okay.
It's a little sausage right here.
You like, okay. All right. We're going to leave it alone. Okay. Praise God. Let's look.
Baby, y'all know y'all come on in here with the
They messy. Look, they want to be messy.
No,
this is part 2.
Part two. Mm-hmm.
And I think part 2 has a lot of information about Dr. Heavenly and Damon and who I'm beefing. But I ain't really beefing with nobody. Like, okay.
People don't need to be worth beefing with.
The problem I have is, and y'all help me with this, when I clap back, the people say it's too low. So I'm just trying not to say nothing. I done seen all this in the world right now, but I'm trying not to say nothing, because if I say something, they're going to say, it's too low.
It was too much.
And that's all I got. That's all I got. Like,
but then watch what? That's what they say about you. That's what they say about me. When I begin to call the facts, I know the people say, oh, she playing victim. Oh, she's a permanent victim, baby. She's a permanent. Baby, I'm just calling back now. Y'all gotta stop hiding behind these words.
We're gonna pray through it. But living our best life. Look, we out here. Where we at? We at Alora's place right now.
Baby, down to Alora house.
Alora says she tired. She says she
gone
to bed.
Auntie, you ain't tired. No, I'm not tired.
I don't know why she tired. She said she done tired. But we came out here and look. It's so nice out here in Atlanta. I like where I live, but I like downtown too. Get my wig together.
Tell everybody where you going.
Get my wig together.
Why you forever
I know I'm never pulling my wig. Listen, I'm gonna get me some got to be glued and glue this down, and y'all ain't gonna have to worry about it no more. But ain't it nice out here? It's so beautiful, y'all. I feel so good about life. I feel good. Well, that is something when you feel good.
Ain't nothing like it. And ain't nothing like being blessed on. And I tell people all the time, I'm blessed and highly favored. Favor ain't fair, but it is mine.
I thank God for. Give me 3 things you thanking God for.
Family first, most important. My health, right? And being able to have good quality people in my life. That's very important.
It's quality people in your life. Say hello, King. King, and say hey to people.
What's up, people?
Look, he ain't far behind, y'all.
Baby, now, we be together all the time. All the time. All the time, baby. All the time.
She paid her rental fee today.
Hey, what I do? Wait a minute, baby. What I do? What I do?
Didn't you be in jail?
I
got paid today.
Oh, okay,
I got paid to show up.
Go ahead, then. There ain't no cameras around. Ain't that something?
So we need 3 more things you're grateful for this Sunday.
Oh, you said 6 things. I thought you said 3.
I don't remember. How many did you give so far?
I gave 3. I said family, I said health, and I said to have good quality people in my life.
That's so good. That's so
very
good.
good.
You know what's most important to me? Of course, family. You know what I mean? I got 3 kids. I worry about my kids more now than when they were little because I can't be right over them. You know what I'm saying? And I can't control what they do. So definitely family, God first, family, but your health. I appreciate God for my health. That's why I work out. I try to, you know what I'm saying? When you go through menopause, you got to lift them weights to keep the muscles from going down. You know what I'm saying? And getting the atrophy. So you got to keep up and stay up and keep going. I love to talk, so I I'm not as good as you are, but I like to talk. Like doing YouTube and Patreon and stuff like that. Probably maybe a podcast or something like that. That's what I like to do. Oh, and my number one is always gonna be dentistry. I love teeth. I love teeth, the health of teeth, talking about teeth, making them and learning to be better and better. Right?
What about breath? You like teeth, but what about breath? Have you mastered that yet? Let's carry on.
Right now, we got a beautiful ceramics that takes care of your teeth and just make the color and shape any color you want, any shape you want. We got the beautiful teeth.
Now, talk about, I'm sorry, y'all got a good devil egg, baby. Nothing like a big old devil egg, baby. But I do want you to take a moment to talk about how can teeth or the health of your teeth and gums lead to possibly other disease pathologies.
Yes, when you have diabetes and you have gum disease or you have periodontal disease or tooth decay, it actually exasperates. Like it makes it worse. The diabetes is worse because your blood sugar is all out of whack. Without your teeth, you know, you're 26% chance of getting cancer, more likely to get cancer. Yes. Brain fog, Alzheimer's disease.
How like where would you contract cancer from by not having
the bacteremia? The bacteremia, all the bacteria, different cells that are growing, and it happens to turn into a cancer cell, just like anything else. You know what I'm saying? So dentistry is so important, y'all, and I don't think people know. And then when they come in the office, they don't tell me everything. I need to know if you have, and I'm gonna take your blood pressure anyway, because that's the standard of care for us. High blood pressure, we got a heart murmur, any kind of heart problems, heart murmur, rheumatic fever, diabetes, high blood pressure. If you're pregnant,
why are people looking at me? Baby, chicken
I'm
is
nursing.
good. The chicken is
If
real
you're
good.
pregnant or nursing, I need to know. If you think I don't need to know, you know what I'm saying? If you're pregnant or nursing, got any artificial joints or plates, I need to know that because the bacteria goes there, and we may have to pre-medicate you with an antibiotic. You know, if you're pregnant or nursing, those antibiotics can affect the baby, so we need to know that. If you're on birth control.
I'm not on birth control.
Well, if you're on birth control, we need to know because some of the medications we give you, i.e. the antibiotics, can prevent the birth control from working. So now you done had a baby.
Ain't that
You
something?
done had a baby and you wonder why.
Now the people mad.
They mad. Don't be
They
mad
done
at
laid
me.
up with that man, baby.
Cause
They
you
ain't
ain't
really
tell
want his
me.
baby. They done laid up with him though. They ain't
Y'all
really
do
want
it all
his
the
baby,
time.
baby.
Y'all do it all the time.
Don't they do it all the time?
Y'all, yes, everybody does. You know what? I'll be married 28 years.
Jesus help me.
In August.
28 years.
So what are you gonna do for anniversary?
I don't know. We got to think of something really, really special. You know, 28 years I've been with the same man, and I love every minute of it. You know what I'm saying? He don't like me on the camera. I said, Heavenly, can you help me? I know where to start. I'm diabetic. Okay, call the office. Let's see. My dentist doesn't. We take it. That's our standard. I'm not saying, you know what I mean. I always take it because I got to know. And when we're doing surgeries, we put you on that monitor, so we see your monitor, your blood pressure, your heart rate, your oxygen level, everything. So that's what we do. But we do the state of the art everything. We bring in anesthesiologists if we putting you all the way to sleep. We got ceramicists. I got ceramists. I got lab techs. Everything to make your teeth in the office. So when we're doing the all on fours, the full arch implants. We got text that's in there.
What was the gentleman doing when I came to visit you the other day when I left Jackie's office from getting my from getting some things taken care of? What?
Okay, so they just rambling now. So yeah, as you guys can see, these two clowns are together, throwing subliminal shades and whatnot. When she's mentioning that pregnancy stuff, see, they steady trying to throw jabs at Sweet Tea. If y'all didn't catch it, okay, yeah, I'm not on birth control. Girl, shut up. Because did you give Dr. G a baby when you was with him? No. Do you have a baby now? Do you have children anywhere? You want to run around with all them damn dogs. But then you want to throw subliminal shade, and I did not like that for you to be a woman, Quad, and to throw a certain type of jab at Sweet Tea when you know that she's struggling with infertility right now, trying to have a child with Dr. G, your ex-husband, who you say you don't care about, but you always seem to keep talking about. It's weird to me. Like, girl, and now all of a sudden you want to do IVF when you've always said you ain't want to have no damn kids. Now all of a sudden that Sweet Tea is trying to have some kids. Here you go. It's like, let me one up her and let me her get pregnant before her so I can rub it in her face. Like, she mentioned at the reunion. Yeah, I'm trying to get. You ain't think about no damn baby until you heard Dr. G and Sweet Tea talking about they want to have a baby. Now here you come with your criminal ass boyfriend who about to go to fucking jail. Is he even gonna be out to help you with said child if you have one? Because he is out here on the fraud with that damn Rolls Royce, and you might be going with him. You might be pushing out your baby in damn jail. Because he was just found guilty for that damn Rolls Royce that you riding around and riding around dirty in. Pulling up in places like you the shit like that, and the car's supposed to be returned. But go off. Moving on, girl. Get the crank out my neck. All right. So let's get into some things of the things. We still on Married to Medicine because, child, the shenanigans continue. The shenanigans continue. Let's get into the rest of this, child. Where Heavenly always say, I don't have beef with anybody. I don't have a problem with anybody. Well, check this out. Shout out to Housewives from a Housewife. All right, let's get into that because this is where I saw it. She's just throwing shade after shade. Let's go.
No, Sweet Tea says that Toya wanted Sweet Tea to go up against Quad. And the thing about that is, honestly, Sweet Tea probably ain't lying. She probably ain't really lying. She probably just taking it further than what it was. She probably did insinuate that, because I remember Sweet Tea, and why I feel like with Sweet Tea was she told Simone that I said that Dr. Jackie was a better doctor. Now, did I say that? No. What I told her was, if you're getting some fibroids, I know that Jackie is an expert in them fibroids, and she do it every Friday because I talk to her every Friday. Well, I talk to her every damn day, but Friday she was showing me pictures of fibroids. She take a time and she can do the laparoscopic surgery. I know this bitch, she's taking a class. I did not know that Simone even did fibroids if she do it. So I said, why are you going to Simone when you know Jackie is that girl and she do the fibroids? She told that bitch, I said that Jackie was a better doctor and you better go to Jackie. Now, did I say that? No. What I said was what I said. But so it ain't a complete lie. I mean, you could say, I didn't insinuate, I was just saying what I knew for sure. So when she said that Toya wanted her to go against Quad, it may be some truth to that. But I'm saying, but she's so weak, she can't land it. My whole thing is that you can get over on Sweet Tea, even if she's telling the truth, because she ain't ready to be up here yet. That's how I can put it.
Now, if y'all hear what she's saying right here, you were the one that was fighting the hardest to get Sweet Tea on this show. Now that she's on the show and you were able to bring Quad back, because Bravo won't check it for Quad. Quad was doing everything to get back on this show. So y'all said, how can we get Quad back on the show? All right, let's bring Dr. G and Sweet Tea on here, which then that would give Quad a storyline to be arguing with them and blah, blah, blah. So now that Sweet Tea is here, and you said yourself, Heavenly, that you fought to get her back on this show. Now you guys are icing her out. Now you're saying she's not fit for the show. Why now? You felt she was then. You bigged her up. You went to Andy Cohen. And I don't know why Heavenly feel like she got all these strings, like she is the cum laude of Married to Medicine now. Like she feel like she really running shit. She feels like she doing the hiring and firing on this damn show. She feels like that she has say-so over who is on the show and who is not on the show. When your ass really shouldn't be on the show at all, Heavenly, because you are a nasty individual who got some issues that you really need to work out. You really do. You really do. You do. You are a mean girl. You are a hater of women who you feel might be doing better than you, that's prettier than you, that's doing some other shit that you ain't doing. And it's starting to become very annoying. How you gonna cap for how you gonna act, speak up for somebody to be somewhere, and then the girl come on the show and then y'all go on the attack. Thank God she got Simone as her ally, as her friend. Like she and Simone are real friends off the show. They do double dates and everything with their husbands. It's sad. So yes, she don't belong here. Why? Because she don't have a dumpster mouth like you.
She's not ready to be up here yet. All of us are strong. Toya is strong. Quad is strong. Contessa is strong. I'm talking about with words with Jackie is strong. Sweet Tea just can't. She ain't got it.
Sweet Tea she clap back. She done got you together a few times, and you didn't like that shit. So now all of a sudden, let's get her out of here. Let's let me publicly keep saying that Sweet Tea don't got it. Sweet Tea ain't got it. Sweet Tea ain't got it. She's young. So what? She's married to medicine. Quad ain't. I'm gonna say it again. Quad is not married to medicine anymore, love. Sweet Tea is. So if anybody has a right to be on this show more than anybody, it would definitely be Sweet Tea. And I know a lot of people don't like her, but let's look at the facts. The show is called Married to Medicine. Quad ain't married to medicine no more. She's dating a fucking criminal out here stealing cars. But y'all think she has a place on this show? What else does Quad do? She's not on Sister Circle anymore. Yeah, she has like a little weave line, a hairline, but so the fuck what? She's not married to medicine. And I don't feel like they should pick over Sweet Tea, who is, that you solicited her to be on this damn show just because now you like Quad. Because last season you was talking shit about Quad. This season you friends with Quad now? Really? Really? Quad is not married to medicine. She don't have a storyline. She didn't have one when she was on there last season. And you sat right up there with the rest of the women last season, Heavenly, and spoke negatively. You voted for Quad to even be off the show. So now that Sweet Tea is on the show, Quad done got in your ear over here, and now you a Quad fan again. You hanging with Quad again. Y'all eating chicken and shit together again. Like, girl, stop. It's the fake shit.
You ain't got it. Quad got it. She got it. She got it. You just don't. And I'm sorry. I'm just being honest. She just don't have it. Oh, no. I don't think Sweet Tea will need any more help. I think that she gonna be just fine. I think that she don't need no more help, y'all. So she gonna be okay. That's my thought. I don't know nothing, but I don't think she gonna be needing nobody for no reason no more. I don't think. I think somebody giving her a reason. Whoever is instructing Sweet Tea right now, stop. Y'all giving her bad advice. Look at my damn eyelash. That's what that is, an eyelash right there. Stop it.
Hating ass boy.
Somebody whoever's instructing Sweet Tea on her way she dressing, on the things that she's doing. Oh, that's my car. Okay. And the things that she's doing, either they just don't like her ass or they dumb as hell. One or the other. They're giving her some bad advice. They're giving her reason they know she can't land. Stop it. Whoever gave it advice on that dress, she just got bad people around her. And once she get better people, she'll be all right in another setting. Okay. That's all I got to say about it.
Again, you hear
I don't think
in another setting, there's trying to ice her out to get her off the show to put Quad in her spot. Again, Sweet Tea is married to medicine. Quad is not. So they're doing the icing out. They did it at the reunion with Dr. G, if you guys watched it. All the men were in a room together. Dr. G was in a room by himself. And they're saying, oh, it's, and only because he filed a police report against Quad boyfriend. So now they're going together, all the men, which I was shocked. Because Cecil was a true friend of Dr. G. So it's weird to me that Cecil and the other men who have been really close and are friends with Dr. G was sit in a room and go up against Dr. G for Quad's man, when clearly he was the aggressor. He approached Dr. G on the beach. He ran up on him to fight him. So Dr. G should not do what he feel he needed to do. For every action is a reaction. So now they're all banding together to ice out. The women are icing out Sweet Tea, and the men are icing out Dr. G because they want to get them off the show. It's like, oh, we're not filming with him. Oh, production came in and said, and I'm going to show y'all here in a second. Production came in and told Dr. G, oh, yeah, we're going to have you here in this room, and the other guys are going to be over here just for safety reasons. Really? King is sitting in the middle of the guys that Dr. G used to sit with, and they think that shit is okay. Let's continue.
Mr. Bonaquad, I talked about this. I do not know.
This shit is so crazy. All right, so let's get into this.
I do not know. I think, Quad said on Twitter, it was something about Sister Circle. She never invited her to that platform. That was the only thing she could. I heard another rumor, between the girls that Simone said something like, When I went through it with my father, and my father was dying, Quad started crying harder than me and took my whole fucking scene. So she was mad about that, but then that was years ago. I don't know. But maybe Quad really was hurt that her daddy had just died too. I don't know. But to me, for me, I don't dislike Simone. Don't get me wrong. And in some places, I love her. But in some places, I know Simone don't like my ignorant ass. I don't think she likes Toya ignorant ass either. And I'm saying Toya. And I said, I don't think she likes Quad. I don't think she likes us as people. I just don't think so. And it's almost like she's bitter, and I don't know. She's angry, and I don't know. Maybe I don't know. I don't know what is up with Simone right now. But right now, I'm not liking this Simone. I'm not liking this Simone.
We're not liking this Heavenly.
I'm not liking her right now. I don't like the way she's talking. I don't like what she's saying. I don't like how she's moving.
Why? Because she's checking Quad. Why? Because she's checking Quad. She checked the hell out of Quad at the reunion. She sure did. She sure did. She snapped off on Quad's ass at the reunion. So you don't like that? You don't like that Simone now because she's checking Quad?
I just don't. And I don't know what's going on with her. Maybe it's, I don't know. I don't know. Everybody,
we don't know what's going on with you. I don't know. I don't know.
Everybody go through shit. I forgive her for anything she might do or say, but I don't know, y'all. She was Simone and Quad.
Girl, bye. Off my screen. As you guys can see, they are trying to ice them out. All right, so now let me go ahead and play for you guys how they're doing Dr. G, because I didn't like this at all. At all. Shout out to the Bravo Shade Room. Look at how they're doing Dr. G, because I thought this was messed up. Y'all would choose King over Dr. G, who is married to medicine. King is nowhere near married to medicine. The nigga is about to be married to Cell Block 4 for stealing cars out here. All right. Let's get into it. So the Married to Medicine sneak peek, the producers tell Dr. G why he was placed in a separate room from the other men. He didn't even know. He was like, what is this? Why? Why am I being separated? Like, what I do? All right, let's get into it.
All right. Thanks a lot, man. Guys. Where's Letitia?
You're on stage.
Oh, they started? Oh, okay. Excited. Let's go. Where the fellas at?
They're upstairs.
I'm supposed to sit in this hole by myself all the time. Okay.
They have us isolated.
Did you not come?
Easy.
You can't even come in the dress room.
Oh, no, I have no problem. But he said he needed extra security, so he's going to do it himself.
Oh, really?
Dr. G.
Hey.
You know, in light of everything that's happened over the last few weeks of the shoot, you know, we put in some protocols that are to protect everyone ahead of, you know, basically getting all the guys on stage.
I'll be honest with you, I don't think it's you that needs to do the work there. I think you're probably closer to being like, I ain't really got no problem, but I don't think he has an issue with you either.
Okay.
He's got, I think, just some unresolved things with his ex-wife.
Love is not a monetary thing.
I've been taking care of you since the day I met you. It's a wear out when a person is doing the best they can and busting their ass left and right, and all they hear is complaints. Me and a friend of mine, we met these two girls, and we went back to a hotel.
They felt into familiarity where he felt like he could speak to her like that. You can't tell someone to shut the up.
You don't do that. You can't do that. Hopefully you all can at least have some type of conversation where at least you all can just coexist in the same room.
I don't like it. King was the aggressor. Dr. G reacted, okay? And I know a lot of people don't like Dr. G. My thing is this, Dr. G, he's got his faults as well. I don't like the way he talked to Sweet Tea sometimes. I don't. And I got to say it here. We got to be fair across the board. I'm calling everybody out on this situation, okay? Eugene, I feel like you should have shut the hell up because your wife talked crazy to you. Focus on what your relationship and the issues within your relationship and why your wife can't stop spending and your ass can't never be home because you got to work overtime because she overspend everything. Why y'all ass got to move every fucking season. Focus on that. You don't need to give nobody advice on any type of relationship, nothing. Okay? Because you're wrong is two left shoes on that situation. King was the aggressor. King shouldn't have been there, and King's ass should not have even been at the fucking reunion. He shouldn't have been there because you gave nothing. You came on there trying to debo your way on there and to prove a point to try to solidify yourself on this show in order to ice out and help ice out Dr. G and Sweet Tea when they are married to medicine and you're not. And that's what I see. So now because he go and file, he meaning Dr. G, when he filed that police report, because King ran up on him and threatened to do what he was going to do. Now the other man was like, oh, I don't think that that's right. I don't think that he should have done that because he didn't touch him. Had he done that to anybody else on the show, he meaning King, what's the boy name? Kirk Andrew King. Let's call your government name. Kirk Andrew King, Kawhi's boyfriend. Had he ran up on any of the other men, had he done it to Curtis? Had he done it to Eugene? Had he done that to Simon's husband? They all would have felt the same way or probably would have handled it the same way. So it's weird to me why there are certain rules and regulations for certain people and why they're all banding together to do this whole icing out to get certain people off the show when certain people don't even deserve to be on the fucking show. Anywho, I'm get off. Child, this is stupid. Dumb. All right, so something else that is crazy. Offset's girlfriend, as you guys know, the other day I posted and I showed you guys where Cardi B was talking about how Offset can't get over her because she decided to move on with Stephon Diggs. Okay, I think he's a football player. Anyway, she's publicly seen out with him. Offset got a new girl as well. This new girl is seen on live in Cardi B's house. Offset knows what he's doing. He's also posted explicit pictures and or messages that were sent to Stephon Diggs from Offset of Cardi B. That's a crime. I don't care how mad you get at a person. You cannot take videos of said person and send it to the person or anyone. You can't do that. Look at Martell. Martell right now is on probation and got a whole case pending that he got to go to for a jury trial for putting out Revenge Pete on Melody. You cannot do that by pictures, videos, by any figment of the imagination. That's against the law. For anybody that's doing it. And I keep saying, stop letting people take videos and pictures of you anyway. Well, I ain't gonna tell nobody what to do in their bedroom. I ain't gonna never do no shit like that because that's the first go-to when you are married to or in a relationship with a petty ass nigga like Offset. Somebody who don't want you but don't want you to move on and be with nobody else. That's a dangerous person who don't want you and don't want to see you move on with anyone else. He cheated the entire time he was with Cardi. Okay. He cheated the entire time, had woman after woman after woman after woman after woman, and all she did was ask the nigga to be faithful. Now, I'm not saying that Cardi is without fault because I'm sure she did some shit too. It takes two. They decided to go their separate ways. They are now separated. But what does Offset do? He allowed his side piece, because you're still married. You guys have not finalized your divorce. You allow your side piece to go live inside Cardi's house. You don't think she can look around and see certain things in the background and know that that is her home? And you allow this girl to do it to taunt Cardi. So how should she react? Let's not forget Cardi is from the streets. Go do your homework on her. She is connected and was affiliated with the gang. She was running up on people. She was like, go check it. She is more than just this person you guys see, this public figure. So if she go and put the pause upon said girl for being up in her house, she could call it trespassing if that's what she want to do. If that's what she want to do. Like Offset is really doing the absolute most, and he's being very immature with his damn gremlin looking ass. And I'm sorry I gotta go there with your mumble rapping ass. How dare you have a bitch up in your wife's house? See, that's some crazy shit right there. That's how people take it further than words. And I'm gonna say it that way. That's how people take it further than words. All right, let's get into it, child. Because these people play too many games. He's purposely doing this. You're on live, so this girl can see you in her house. Who is this crazy? Now, what if Cardi would have pulled up and put hands on you on that same live? Crazy. All right, so shout out to Hollywood Group Chat. Says that the plot has become thick as F. Y'all know what that means. Cardi B is in a Twitter space reveal that Offset has been sending explicit messages and videos to Stephon Diggs, which is Cardi B's new man. All right, he's much finer, his money is much longer than Offset, and I feel like he feel a way about it. All right, to harass the new couple. Meanwhile, yesterday Offset's alleged girlfriend posted some content while in the home he shares with Cardi. Why would you do that? That's the lowest of the low. The lowest of the low. Stop playing these kind of games. I feel like the two of them need to go ahead and whatever they need to do to finalize this divorce to get far away from each other. Obviously, this is a toxic situation, and there's nothing. If you want to move on, I don't feel like you need to be grabbing somebody over here just to be on the get back and go and lie and say, hey, look who I'm with. I got a new girl. So the fuck what? Offset, if you didn't have the money and the fame and clout and attention that you have, sir, none of these girls would even be looking your way. The girls that you're able to pull because of who you are, Offset, you would not pull these same women if you were not Offset. Period. Won't nobody be looking your way because you're not a looker. You can't rap. And you're petty as a fucking female. And I gotta say it. You stay on some petty mess. Cardi, stop taking these sorry ass men back. Stop playing with his ass. Go initiate and or finish this damn divorce if that's what y'all going to do before somebody wind up getting hurt. Because when you start bringing other women in somebody's home, then you are provoking said person to act out in a way that they normally would not act out. Oh my God. I see somebody said drag. She would be, oh my God. Imagine sticking your key in the door and another bitch that your dude is seeing got this child in her house where she paid a mortgage, because y'all know Cardi money is longer than Offset. And I feel that's another reason why he's acting the way that he is, because y'all know it be men out there that feel like it kind of demasculate them a little bit when your money is a little bit longer than theirs and you can move a little bit more, and that if you left, that you don't need their ass. And that, I feel like that's what's wrong with him. That's why I feel like their relationship didn't work. I feel like at some point he did love her or was in lust with her. And I feel like as her star started to rise above his, because, you know, he was in the Migos, you know, they did pretty well when they had the third member who is not here anymore. Rest in peace to Takeoff. Because I feel like he was the best rapper in the group anyway. But I feel like as Cardi's star started to rise over his, kind of sort of like how Teyana Taylor and her ex now. Those guys don't like to see their women make more money and have more clout and attention than them. So they become little bitches in the scene, on the scene. And they start creating issues, and then they go out and start cheating in order to make said woman jealous as a get back. That's what's happening here. I'm on the outside looking in. I feel like Offset did this to her as a means to make her jealous, because he's jealous of her. And you have petty ass individuals like that. Okay, for real. It's not her fault that you don't know how to rap, and she do. Okay, it's not her fault that she could come up in there and make a song and her shit go further than yours. It's not her fault that your group is now dismantled and you still out here scratching and surviving. Okay, scratching and surviving, still trying to make music that don't nobody care about, jumping on tracks and don't nobody understand what you saying. This you want to be? Yeah, no. Nobody's checking for you, Offset. No one. And once your little money run out from all these little thoughts, they're going to be like, Offset who? That's where it's headed. You hot now because you got a little money in the bank. But when that shit run out, because you ain't putting out no music, what else you got going on besides that? Period. I can't even believe they still stand in the same house after all this. But let's move on. They get on my nerves, child. Ooh, y'all need to grow up. Ooh. All right, so for those of you that are into basketball, I like sports. I like watching basketball as well as football. You guys may know, child, that a huge brawl broke out, child, during the Detroit Pistons and the Minnesota Timberwolves game. All right, ooh, child. I said, oh, Lord, they out here acting crazy on the court, child. Child, let's take that comment down. Hold on. Child. These folk out here just fighting and carrying on. I said, oh, my Lord. Oh, my Lord. All right, let's get into this. I hope I don't got to edit out, but we're going to watch it in the meantime, in between time, honey. All right, so it says it looks like a wild brawl broke out during the Detroit Pistons and Minnesota Timberwolves game, honey. Ooh, they going off. All right, so let's watch.
High school player. Reed turned the corner and is fouled by Holland.
Man, oh, come on now.
Wow.
Stevens.
Everybody pulling gold.
Big time brawl now in the front row.
You gotta stay.
It's going to take a lot to break this
Damn,
up.
look at that.
You gotta stay out of the crowd.
Yeah.
This is not good.
This has been building on the last handful of possessions.
Yeah. Everybody about to be penalized too. Oh, and the way they get penalized, all the money they have to pay. Damn. They like, we don't give a damn.
Nas Reed had taken exception to Holland and was wagging a finger in his
Shout out to Hollywood Unlocked
face. This crowd who braved the cold and the snow on its feet, applauding the intensity. The Timberwolves finally showing some fight in this ball game. And the officials are going to have a lot to look at as you look at DiVincenzo's neck.
The coaches are getting into it. The coaches are literally fighting with each other now, too.
All over a damn foul. Yeah,
JB Bickerstaff getting into it with Pablo Prigioni. I mean, this is ridiculous. And they're both wearing black, so you can't tell who was who. I don't think I've ever seen that before, Michael. I don't think I've ever seen a big melee like this. Really good high school player. Good fake.
Reed turned the corner and his
he went up to get ready to do the layup, and boom, he slapped it down. But that's protocol in basketball. I mean, hello. You go up to do your little layup and somebody gonna slap that shit down. It's called a block. Hello. You mad because you got blocked? You need to work on your strategy, sir. Okay. If you come in here with it and you see him here, come here with it. So he can't slap your shit down. Okay. I played a little basketball all the time too. If you here with it and you see him here, you might want to work on your left hand layups. Okay. So he can't slap your shit down. Don't be out here fighting and got to pay all these penalties, looking dumb as hell out here like this.
Foul by Holland.
Here we go.
Man, oh, come on.
Now, if you guys watched part of it, because I watched some of this game, child, it was some tension already. It was some tension already within. This was bound to happen anyway, okay? This was bound to happen anyway. They were bound to fight about this shit anyway, okay? It was bound to happen, but it was something simple as a freaking layup when y'all know that's how it happened. When you come up with it, they gonna slap it down. What you fighting for? They out here acting like Dennis Rodman. Y'all know how Dennis Rodman used to fight a lot back in the day, back in the Jordan days. Dennis Rodman stayed fighting, okay? Like they stayed fighting. And now they're cracking down and having tougher rules and regulations and penalties for these guys when they do that. But it's all ego driven. It's all ego driven. I'm hearing that, well, if you guys watch part of the game, you can see that Minnesota Timberwolves was, pretty much a little bit more aggressive in this game. But yeah, so that's what had happened with that. I ain't gonna stay on that too long, child, because I don't care. All right, let's get into this story. Is this gonna be my last topic? Let's see. Hope y'all enjoying the show thus far. All right. Let me refresh again, child. What is going on? All right. Okay, there we go. All right, so you guys can see coming up on my screen, a man is arrested after he was caught placing super glue in a co-worker's drink at a Wisconsin state fair. What is going on with people? Who is putting super glue in somebody's damn drink? Who's doing that? That's called attempted unaliving, because what you think gonna happen when a person drinks some damn super glue? The hell? Oh, Jesus, let's get into this. Folks, just our idle mind is the devil's workshop. Obviously, this motherfucker right here was in the workshop because this was some idle bullshit. All right, let's get into it.
Our big story tonight at 10, a Milwaukee man now charged with felony after prosecutors say he put Gorilla Glue into his coworker's drink.
As Stephanie Quirk explains, prosecutors say the sticky situation could have ended much worse.
This is extremely alarming and definitely has elements of a lot of violence.
It was Thursday afternoon inside Wisconsin State Fair Park when a woman approached patrolling officers to report a sticky situation.
The evidence would show that there's been 4 instances that this has apparently or allegedly gone on.
Prosecutors say the woman told officers just a few weeks prior the drinks on her desk at work had, quote, a strong chemical smell and taste and made her sick. She suspected they'd been, quote, contaminated by a chemical substance. And investigators say her suspicions weren't wrong.
This is just extremely alarming.
Court records say the woman placed a hidden camera on her desk, which captured her coworker, 34-year-old Joseph Ross, putting a liquid substance in her can of Coca-Cola. After searching Ross's desk, investigators later discovered that substance was Gorilla Glue.
We are talking about super glue, which is toxic. Warnings all over.
Ross appeared in court for the first time Wednesday, charged with 1 count of placing foreign objects in edibles.
Quite frankly, this could have been charged, in my opinion, much higher.
This is his first arrest. He spent the last 6 days in custody.
Ultimately, a court commissioner set Ross's bond at $10,000.
For someone who has never served a day of life in jail, this is significant. This is life-altering.
In Milwaukee County, Stephanie Quirk, Fox 6 News.
Here's a turn up. He's never been in jail. Nigga, you need to be in there now. I'm glad she smelled the strong smell of the damn glue before she just chugged it down. Like, that could have, that you did that with the intentions of harming this person. That was intentional, premeditated. Thank God the woman set up a camera to catch all of it with you standing there with doing this shit here, squeezing it in her drink. Super glue? You know how fatal that is? I mean, that shit is like, y'all know if you ever handle super glue, it's like that, honey. When you get just a little bit on your fingers, you like this. Like, on that shit. Who would do such a thing? That's why I'm always so, I don't know, I'm a germaphobe anyway, but I'm also so leery. If I go out somewhere, I always have a napkin over my drink because that's my fear. Somebody gonna put some shit in my drink. Like, I'm always like that. If I'm sitting at the table, I always put a napkin over my shit. Because it don't take but a second. Somebody be on the sprinkle on their Bill Cosby bullshit. Walk by your shit and be like, or squeeze some crazy shit in your drink. I'm always doing that because of crazy fools like this. And no, you're not just going to randomly bring me a drink. I want to see it. Like, for real. Damn. This is beyond. All right. This is beyond crazy. And then for his attorney to stand up and say he's never been in jail before, this is his first offense. So the fuck what? This is like premeditated manslaughter. Well, not manslaughter, but murder. Murder, honey, with an M. That's dangerous. Oh my God. So that co-worker identified as JH said that she noticed a strong chemical smell, as you guys heard, and taste from her drink, and immediately felt sick after, like immediately. That's just how strong that mess is. She immediately felt sick after taking a few sips. Says after JH suspected something was wrong with her soda, she decided to take matters into her own hands. On March 20th, she set up a surveillance camera at her desk. So this is something that was repeatedly done. It sounds like this is not the first time that he's done this. Why would you put yourself in a situation to be locked up? Talking about you never had a criminal record, you've never been locked up. What did you think was going to happen when this situation? I don't think that he was counting on being caught. Thank God she had that footage. Messing with people's drink, food, anything that they have to consume. A lot of these young ass kids is working in fast food, which is why I stopped eating fast food. Dangerous. They get mad at people at the what is the little thing where you order your food? And they do shit to your food. If you change your order, y'all know what I'm talking about. Or if somebody come up and that's why you don't have an attitude with people that have to handle your food, because they do crazy shit. I saw videos where people throw your sandwich on the damn ground and stomp on it and wrap that shit up and put it in your bag for you to consume it. Do you know all the damn germs and shit is on the ground or on the floor? That's premeditated. That's intentional. Spitting in people's drinks. Licking people's pizza. I've seen the craziest shit. That's why I don't order food service for you to bring me I come get my shit and I'm gonna watch you make it. You not bring me no fucking pizza. I'm gonna come get it. My pizza place ain't far from my house anyway. I can get there in 6 minutes. I'd rather burn my gas than have you bring some shit and you licking my pizza all the way here than for me to eat that shit. Like, the fuck? People are crazy. People are crazy. Let's get out of here. I wanted to do one more topic, but we're going to get out of here because I'm going to hit you guys back later. All right. Love you guys down. Thank y'all so much. Let's stop sharing. I hope you guys enjoyed the show today. All right. We had to kind of go off a little bit on some folk, child, but it is what it is. You got to address some shit along the way. Shout out to the 501 watching. Love you guys down. Somebody said I could not. Me either. All right. I don't do no food service. You're not bringing me nothing. Food, or what is it? Uber Eats, none of that shit. Food delivery, no, you will not. You will not. People play too much, child. I don't play about my food. I'm a foodie. I don't play like that. But let's get out of here, honey. Bill Wilson, KBR, Tyra, Scorpion, Miss, my backup mods, Rose Armstead, and True TV Podcast. Thank y'all so much for modding for me. I appreciate you. True TV Podcast, Sunny Days, Purple Unicorn, Deary Talk Show, Missy Hills, ATL, Boss Lady Bring Girlfriend Chronicles, Love Seen Heard, all of the content creators that are in the chat today. Did I have any more mods? Please put it in the chat. Let me know. Do we have any more content creators that are in the chat so that we can go ahead and big them up and shout them out? Okay, I always like to thank you guys for being here, because you could be on your own platform doing videos yourself, making your own coin, but you came over here and you stopped by to support me. I appreciate you. Okay. It says, okay, Cameron, we will be 10 toes. I appreciate it, y'all. I appreciate it. I don't be trying to be bothering nobody. I just come on here and do my videos and get off. I ain't got time for all that extra stuff, because, child, it's always a mess. And we don't like mess, but we do like what? A coin. we gonna chase that. Says that yes, there's a few videos on YouTube about it. Says I saw Carlos King's page. Let me get out y'all business. I thought y'all was talking about something else. All right, please don't forget to like the video. Please don't forget to share the video. Subscribe to the video as well, all right? Subscribe to the channel, rather, as well, all right? Thank you guys so much for the support over here. Love you guys down. If there's nothing else, then let's get out of here, honey. Let's
even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go. Hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. To the system, I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit my way, or the highway. And in the driveway is a nice range, cause I grind through the climb, I invite pain. You'll never hear me, bitch, nah, I don't complain. Just gotta flip the switch and you can go and obtain anything you want, anything you need. Your mind's got the key ingredient, it's belief.